the tangent of the inclination or tan theta will give you the slope of the line, and thus it is always given by m is equal to tan theta. y2 minus y1 is equal to x2 minus x1. So this is the formula to find the slope of a line whenever 2 points on the line is given. Whenever any inclination along positive direction of x-axis is given, the slope of the line is given by m is equal to tan theta. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is Ashruti ma'am lecturing in Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysore. We are going to study more about the slope of a line. So what do you mean by the slope of a line? So we know that when a line cuts any axis, for example, if you consider this as x and y axis, if a line cuts an axis, so this is x and y, if this is a line L, so this line makes an angle with the x-axis and they are supplementary. So any line which cuts the x-axis creates an inclination which is measured in anti-clockwise direction. So if I consider this as theta, then this will be obviously 180 minus theta because they are supplementary to each other. So what is the use of this inclination? Any line which cuts the x-axis creates an inclination with the positive direction of the x-axis, and that helps us to find the slope of a line. Thus, a slope of a line, which is also called as a gradient. So here I have considered an axis x, y axis, have considered a straight line. So which creates an angle theta with respect to positive direction of x-axis. Then the tangent of the inclination or tan theta will give you the slope of the line, and thus it is always given by m is equal to tan theta. Now suppose this is a line which is intersecting x-axis. So if this is your x-axis and this is y-axis, which passes on the x-axis also, or which is parallel to x-axis also. So when I say parallel to x-axis, they never meet with respect to the x-axis. So that means the angle of inclination for these type of lines, theta will be equal to 0. Hence, the slope m is equal to tan theta, tan 0 becomes 0. And the next is any line which is perpendicular to x-axis. So when I say perpendicular, the angle between the line and the x-axis is 90 degree. We can also see here axis y makes an angle 90 degree with respect to x-axis. And when I apply theta is equal to 90 degree, then tan 90 is not defined. So therefore, we have to take a line which is not perpendicular to form an inclination theta. Otherwise, for any line parallel to x-axis, we'll have the slope as 0. And for any line perpendicular to x-axis, the slope is not defined. Hence, we always take non-vertical lines. So this is vertical lines. So non-vertical lines, we can define a slope with an inclination theta, and hence the slope of the line is given by m is equal to tan theta. Since a line parallel to x-axis make an angle 0 with the x-axis, therefore the slope of tan 0 is equal to 0. So that means the slope is always denoted by m and it becomes 0, because any line parallel to x-axis will never intersect x-axis, and hence the angle is 0, slope is 0. Any line parallel to y-axis. So any line parallel to y-axis is nothing but perpendicular to x-axis. So therefore, in such case, your tan 90 is not defined. So therefore, there the slope is equal to infinity, or we can say slope is not defined. The next thing is the slope of the line when passing through the two given points. So when 2 points are given for a line, it is completely defined. Now here, I am taking a line L, which is not making any inclination here, but 2 points are given. In such case, if P, x1, y1 and Q, x2, y2 are the points on the line, then the slope of the line is given by y2 minus y1 is equal to x2 minus x1. So this is the formula to find the slope of a line whenever 2 points on the line is given. Now let us take the problems. Find the slope of the line passing through the point 3 comma minus 2 and 1 minus 1 comma 4. So here the points are given. We know slope m is given by y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this is equal to y2 is 4, y1 is minus 2, so minus of minus 2, x2 is minus 1, x1 is 3, 3. So this is 6 divided by minus 4, or we can write it as minus 3 by 2. So this is the slope of the given line. Next one, passing through the point 3 comma minus 2 and 7 comma minus 2. So m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2 is minus 2, y1 is minus of minus 2, x2 is 7, x1 is 3. So here we'll get minus 2 plus 2 divided by 4, which get cancels. So the slope is 0. So if the slope is 0, which means the line is parallel to x-axis. Next question. Find the slope of a line which passes through the origin and midpoint of the line segment joining the points P 0, minus 4 and B 8, 0. So we have a point P and B to 0, minus 4 and B 8, 0. So let me consider this is point P and this is point B. So we need to find the slope of a line which passes through the origin. So let me consider somewhere here it is an origin. Origin means it is 0, 0. And it is passing through the midpoint of the line segment. So if this is the line segment PB, then the midpoint will be this. So let me consider this as M. So I have to find the slope of this line now. So that is OM. Okay. So first let us find the coordinates of point M. Now using the section formula, that is we can find the midpoint formula to find the coordinates of M. So here M x comma y is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, that is 0 plus 8 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, minus 4 plus 0 by 2. So 8 by 2 is 4, minus 4 by 2 is minus 2. Now m x comma y is given. So slope of line OM. So O is the origin, M is the point which we have got now. Now again the concept of slope using 2 points, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So let me consider this as y1 x1, this as y2 x2. So it becomes minus 2 minus 0 divided by 4 minus 0, which is minus 2 by 4. So the value will be equal to minus 1 by 2. Hence the slope of the line which is passing through the origin and the midpoint of the line segment PB is equal to minus 1 by 2. Next one, find the slope of the line which makes an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of y-axis measured anti-clockwise. So now consider the coordinate axis, x-axis and y-axis. X, Y origin. So we have a straight line here whose angle with respect to the positive direction of y-axis measured anti-clockwise is 30 degree. So this is the line. So if we consider this is anti-clockwise direction, this angle is 30 degree. So we need a line whose inclination theta is along positive direction of x-axis, but here they have given a positive direction of y-axis with respect to the angle theta. So we need this angle theta. Now how to find this angle? So here we can clearly see, so these are opposite to the line here. So this is equal to 30 degree and this is 90 degree. So using the exterior angle property of a triangle, we know that any exterior angle outside the triangle is the sum of two opposite interior angle. So therefore here theta will be equal to 90 plus 30. So which is equal to 120 degree. Now, whenever any inclination along positive direction of x-axis is given, the slope of the line is given by m is equal to tan theta. So here m is equal to tan 120 degree. But we do not have any standard values for 120 degree. So 120 degree means it can be written as tan 180 minus 60 degree. When I say 180, so this is your 180 minus 60 means it comes in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, tan is negative. So therefore, this can be written as minus tan 60 degree. And the value of tan 60 degree is root 3. So therefore, the slope value m is minus root 3. Next one, find the angle between the x-axis and the line joining the point 3, minus 1 and 4, minus 2. So they have to find a line, angle between the line, this theta, where it is passing through 2 points. One is 3, minus 1 and another one is 4, minus 2. So now let us find the slope of the line. So slope of the line m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So which can be written as minus 2 minus of minus 1 divided by 4 minus 3. So minus 2 plus 1 divided by 1, which is equal to minus 1. So now the slope of m, or m, is equal to minus 1. So m. We also know that m can also be written in the form of tan theta. So tan theta is equal to minus 1. So now for what values of tan, we will get it as 1. We know that tan 45 degree is 1, but let us keep minus outside here. Then this is equal to tan 45 degree, which can be written as pi by 4. So tan of pi by 4 we have. So, or we can also write this as tan pi minus pi by 4. So because here in the previous problem you can see tan 180 minus 60 can be written as minus tan 60 because tan is negative in the second quadrant. So any angle in the second quadrant can be written in the form of 180 minus theta. So therefore here I have taken minus tan pi by 4 as tan pi minus pi by 4, which is nothing but 180 minus pi by 4. So therefore here tan we have. So tan theta is equal to tan 3 pi by 4. So we have tan on both sides. So removing this, we'll get theta is equal to 3 pi by 4. So this is the angle made by the given line. So in this session, we have learnt about the slope of a line formed with respect to an inclination. Also, whenever 2 points are given on the line. In our next session, I'll meet you in the next concept. Until then, keep watching, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you.